Hey guys, what's up? And welcome back. So, this is a topic that I don't think is going to be too hard to explain. So, um, anyone who has seen Infinity War and or Endgame and knows that concept, you'll know the phrase, "You should have gone for the head." So, in Infinity War, Thor gets Stormbreaker, which is his axe. And he throws it at Thanos, hits Thanos in the chest, takes it, pushes it even further into his chest, which is where you'll see Thanos just screaming like that. And he tells Thor, "You should have gone for the head." Snaps his fingers. So after he snaps, that's when half of all life in the universe disappears. And then they go hunt him down, I think 2 weeks later, maybe. I could be wrong on that. It's been a bit since I've seen Endgame, but I believe it's 2 weeks later. And it's just a couple days after he used the stones again. Now, he used the stones to destroy the stones. Guess they have that power too, because after he had done what he did and what he wanted to do, there was no point to have the stones. The only point of that, then, he said, was temptation, so he just got rid of them. So then Thor takes Stormbreaker and cuts Thanos' head off, and they ask him, "What did you just do?" He said, "I went for the head." Um, and, but this topic, what if Thor had just gone for the head, like Thanos said he should have? So, in that situation, he goes for the head, he kills Thanos. That's it. They won. Now, there's going to be quite a bit of fighting left to do in Wakanda, because I doubt that they just retreat and leave because Thanos is dead. So, now in theory, could they use the Infinity Gauntlet to go snap and make all them go away, just like how Tony Stark, Iron Man did in Endgame? Yeah, they could. But it would really take a toll on somebody and possibly kill them. So, they probably wouldn't do that. They would probably just keep fighting, and who knows, maybe with the help of Thor, because they were kind of getting whooped before Thor came and helped. But who knows, with everyone, full strength, maybe you beat him. So, at that point, Thanos is dead. His army's probably defeated, either completely or they retreat, one of the two. But then no one disappears for 5 years. The only thing that people could be concerned about is, what about Scott? What about Scott? You know, Ant-Man. What about him? Um, if Hank, his wife, and daughter never get snapped, they just bring him back. So Scott's not miniaturized for 5 years. No one gets, dusted, we'll call it. No one gets snapped. Then, let's see what else. As far as Mysterio, I don't know how that would work out with Spider-Man Far From Home. Because the thing is that Tony's dead. And you're trying to move on in the world with no Tony Stark, no Iron Man. And one thing Mysterio says in the video is, he says he's going to be the new Iron Man, no one else. Well, you can't be the new Iron Man if Iron Man is still around, so then at that point, Doctor Strange also remains the Emperor Supreme. I think that's, or no, was that what the hell they call it? Not Emperor Supreme. The God, they're wizards. They're Sorcerer Supreme. That's what it's called. Emperor, Sorcerer Supreme. So he remains that. At that point, Vision is still dead. Because he killed Vision before Thor put an axe in his chest. So Vision's still dead. So I think WandaVision still has a possibility of happening. There's no need for Falcon and Winter Soldier because at that point, Cap doesn't have to go back in time to go return the stones. The stones are just here. Now they have to get locked away and all put in different areas of the universe. So that way this never happens again. But they have to they do that, and Cap doesn't have to go back in time at all. There's no time travel that we saw in Endgame. So you still have a Captain America, so Falcon and Winter Soldier really has no premise. Because also, at that point, no one experiences the snap. Because when people got snapped away, there were homes that needed to be filled, jobs that needed to be filled. So things that Thanos did made some stuff better for some people. Those that were jobless, homeless, they had homes, they had jobs that they could then fill. Then when those people returned, it's like, what are you doing in my house? And it's like, well, no, this is my house. Well, it's my house, and I got snapped away, so blah, 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 blah. So, no Falcon Winter Soldier. Still could have WandaVision because Vision's still dead. Though, it's also iffy, and I say could because when she sees Vision's dead body, says, I can't feel you, and then goes to Westview. Well, at that point, company, what the hell is it called? Sword, right? They were called Sword. They don't have Vision's body. They don't. So, that could end up different because then you can actually give Vision a burial if you chose to do so. Tony Stark would still be alive because then at that point they get the ship in working condition and hightail it back to Earth. Everyone. No Gamora. That would be the thing. No Gamora, because he already killed Gamora to get the Soul Stone. Or, not killed, sacrificed, let's call it. He already sacrificed Gamora to get the Soul Stone. So, there's no Gamora from the past to come to the future with Thanos. So, no Gamora. You still have to live without her. I'm sorry, Quill. So, there's ups and there's downs, positives, negatives. Let me think. Oh, Captain Marvel. There's no reason for her to come back to Earth because Fury uses the modified pager to call her. She comes to Earth. Where's Fury? But if there's no snap, he doesn't have to hit the button, so she has no reason to come back to Earth. So there's that too. If Mysterio never gets a chance to rat out Peter Parker as Spider-Man, Spider-Man No Way Home really never happens, so there is that as well. What else? I'm pretty sure that's just about it. It's, okay, these superheroes, this is how they're impacted, these people, how they're impacted. T'Challa never gets snapped, so he remains the king of Wakanda. Because obviously he gets snapped away, someone else had to take rule for 5 years. Now that Chadwick has passed away in real life, someone else does need to rule Wakanda. So there's different things. I don't know if they would just pull a Rhodey and change the character like nothing happened. Groot would grow up. That would be another thing. Groot would keep growing up. God, that's all I can really think of, I can't think of anything else that, would change if Thanos never got the chance to snap his fingers. I'm just thinking of all the stuff that came out. Loki is not affected by this. Because it's Loki from... you know what? It is affected. I'm a liar. It is affected by it. Because in Loki, it's Loki from the attack on New York City in, 2012. He only escaped because they went into the past to get the stones. So if they never go into the past to get the stones, then Loki just gets taken to prison. So at that point, there's no Loki. Yeah. So it's possible WandaVision's affected by it. Spider-Man, No Way Home, or Far From Home is probably affected. No Way Home's probably affected. Loki's probably affected. Or definitely affected. Falcon and Winter Soldier would definitely be affected. Man. Obviously Endgame, because... at that point, don't call it Infinity War. Call this Endgame, Because at that point, that's what it is. That's the Endgame. That was Thanos' Endgame. They beat him. At that point, that's all you would call this is Endgame. Not Infinity War. So, or you could still call it Infinity War, but then you have no Endgame. So there are definitely quite a few things that would change if Thanos never snapped his fingers with the Infinity Gauntlet. So if you guys did enjoy this, please leave a like in the channel. Please hit the subscribe button, turn notifications on. See all you guys next video. Later.
Once I was 7 years old, Mama told me, go make yourself some friends or you'll be lonely. Once I was 7 years